EMMA BOVARY, a beautiful and romantic young woman, grew up in the French countryside with her head filled with dreams of love and adventure, influenced by the romantic novels she read. When she married Charles Bovary, a simple country doctor, she expected her life to become a grand, passionate love story. But it didn't take long for Emma to realize that marriage to a kind and devoted man like Charles wasn't enough to fulfill her emotional and lofty ambitions. Despite his deep love for her, Charles was a simple man, limited in his aspirations. His work as a doctor in a small rural town provided a stable life, but he failed to understand the emotional storm brewing inside his wife. As time passed, Emma became overwhelmed by a sense of emptiness and boredom. The simple rural life felt repetitive and uninspiring to her. Her aspirations were far bigger than her reality. Instead of finding contentment in what she had, Emma yearned for an aristocratic life filled with luxury and excitement. Desperate to escape the monotony, she found herself entangled in an affair with Rodolphe Boulanger, a charming aristocrat who entered her life and promised her a way out of her dreary existence. Rodolphe, a man well versed in manipulating emotions, pledged to run away with her to start a new life, far from everything that constrained her. Emma began to dream passionately of this escape, believing that a new life with Rodolphe would bring her the happiness she so desperately sought. However, Rodolphe saw Emma as nothing more than a passing adventure. When the time came to elope, he abandoned her, leaving her heartbroken and shattered. After a period of sorrow and betrayal, Emma entered into another relationship, this time with a young clerk named Lyon. Unlike Rodolphe, Lyon shared Emma's romantic ideals and dreams. They found in each other an escape from the dull rural life. Meeting in public places, they spoke of their shared fantasies, living more in their imaginations than in reality. However, as time passed, this relationship too became a fleeting illusion. Lyon, sensing the instability of the affair, gradually distanced himself. In a further attempt to escape her emotional emptiness, Emma turned to excessive consumerism. She began spending lavishly on clothes, jewelry, and expensive furniture, trying to craft the image of the luxurious life she longed for. However, this extravagant lifestyle came with a cost. Her debts started piling up dangerously, and she soon found herself unable to pay them off. The creditors, moneylenders, and merchants began closing in, demanding their payments, leaving Emma trapped in a financial disaster of her own making. As the financial pressure mounted, Emma felt the walls closing in around her. She saw no way out of the catastrophic situation she had created. The debt, the betrayals, and the social pressures became unbearable, pushing her deeper into despair. Emma found herself cornered, her dreams turning into nightmares, and her reality becoming an inescapable prison. With nowhere left to turn, facing imminent scandal and financial ruin, Emma made the final decision to escape, this time from life itself. She took poison, ending her life slowly and painfully. Her death mirrored the emotional torment she had endured throughout her life. Charles, her faithful and loving husband, was devastated by her death. After discovering her affairs and the staggering debts she had accumulated, his heartbreak deepened. Unable to cope with the shock, he too died shortly after Emma, leaving their young daughter orphaned and alone in a harsh world.